Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of Currently Inked Pens. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at another 11 pens inked up. All right. Got a new YouTube setup. Weird. All right, let's take a look at this week's pens. We are doing these in our CVS Caliber filler paper. CVS Caliber composition book. I've been in this book for almost 2 years, and I realized that one of the inks in here I haven't used in a very long time. So, just need to deal with this really quick. Okay. Are we all here? Are we live? Okay. I can't tell. I am live. All right, there's the chat box. Very good. So, okay, here we go. Let's do this. I'm just going to move this up so it's not in my way. There, is that better? Hello, the Goat Girl. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day. The first pen that we have inked up is the Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib. I'm going to move in just a little bit. There we go. With an Ultra Flex nib. Let's see. The ink that we have in here is Diamine Monaco Red. Monaco Red, sorry. M-A-N-E. Pay no attention to the zoom outside. Hi, Tom. How are you doing today? There's our Twisby Christmas. I'm sorry, our Noodler's Christmas present from our dear friend Kathy, Gary and Kathy Scott. The next pen that we have inked up is the Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya version 2. The 2 has a number 6 size Ultra Flex nib. This has an Ultra Flex nib. The ink I have in here, it's a shimmer, so I gotta give it a jostle, is Robert Oster Campfire Crackle. Doing great, I'm so glad. Yeah. This is a leftover from last week's Currently Inked because that's all I got left of this one, and I didn't want to wash it down the drain, so I thought I'd just ink it up again. Alright, the next pen that we have inked up is the Noodler's Yellow Conrad. And this is the same ink that was in last week's pen. because I love Golden Barrel. It's my favorite ink in the whole world. I just wish that they would have made more of it. Yellow. Conrad Ultra Flex Nib. And the ink is Pelikan Edelstein Golden Barrel. So I recently went to the Los Angeles Natural History Museum, and I saw that there was this gem called something barrel, Crystal Barrel. What is it? There we have green Crystal Barrel. A Crystal Barrel. I thought, oh, that's perfect. There it is. Yellow Crystal Barrel. It looks similar, but not exact. At this month's Pen Club, I got to try a Montblanc 149. I am determined to find a budget-friendly experience that's similar. Shout out to Marilyn for giving me some. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, so I did this one. Okay. I have all kinds of reviews on my page. If you look up. So the Jinhao X159 and the Junlai have different bodies, but kind of the same nib and the same grip section. But the cap is a little different, and the 630 has a piston, and the 159 has a small cartridge converter. Not the big one like the 9019. I'll give you some comparisons in a little while. Don't let me forget. The next one is the Green Noodlers Conrad. This has a random ink sample that I made. I have no idea, but it's got gold shimmer in, so this is a green. Conrad with an Ultra Flex nib. The ink in here is random green with gold shimmer. It's a little railroady. I don't know why. Might have to put some Blue Ghost in there or something. Alright, the next pen that we have inked up, this is the Admach M400 with a 5.5 Ultra Flex nib. I thought, is this it? What is this? Is this blue or green? Oh, I don't have my pens. Is this a blue or a green? This is a blue. This is teal. Admach M400. And this has a 5.5 Ultra Flex nib. Please stand by. Sorry about that. Alright. This was a teal AdMock M400 with a 5.5 fountain pen Revolution Ultraflex nib in it. And the ink that we have in here is, oh, another random sample that I don't know what it is, but it's like a very dark teal. Alright, the next pen that we have inked up. Oh. I'm not worried about aesthetics. I want a good nib to be able to replace it. So the easiest ones to find are the number 6 size pen nibs. You can find those from Franklin Christoph. They're like 25 bucks. And Goulet Pens has number 6 size nibs. But most of them only go up to broad. And TWSBI makes replaceable nibs. Kaweco makes replaceable nibs. Lamy makes replaceable nibs, but they mostly only go up to broad. Franklin Christoph makes a double broad. Kaweco makes a double broad, but it's more like a broad. AdMock makes a broad. I mean, there's a lot of broad companies out there. Pilot makes a stub broad. Who else makes a stub broad? I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, here we have the TWSBI Swipe in Sky Blue. This has a broad nib on it. And the ink that I have in here is Monteverde Caribbean Blue. Oh, I love this ink. But I still have nightmares about being a Smurf. Sounds great. Thank you. You're pretty shimmer. Your ringtone is hilarious. Well, my ringtone, well, my phone is a Samsung, and it reads the caller's name. So, one guy at the pen club said he used to use an unmarked sample. It was Bay State Blue. Oh, geez. Is the AdMock you use a broad nib? So they do come with a broad nib. What is this? This is a medium nib. So this is the Ocean Swirl. This is an AdMock. Let's see. Ocean Swirl M800. And as you can see, it's the 800 size of the Pelikan. Only these ones you can disassemble for easy and maintenance cleaning. And they come with a wrench, so that way you can take them apart if you have to. The ink I have in here is another random sample. I don't know what it is, but it's blue. And it writes nice, so I guess that's all that matters, right? The next pen that I have inked up is the Clear Noodler's Conrad with a purple indicator, because I have lots of nibs. Okay, this is a purple Conrad with an Ultraflex nib, and the ink in here is Diamond Phillip. This is a super sheening ink. It is so pretty. It's very dark though. A little darker than I'd like an ink to be. I like bright, cheery inks. Okay, and then the next, so this one has a broad nib in it, and I'll show it to you. This is an AdMock M400 in clear. M400. This has a broad nib. And the ink that I have in here is Pilot Iroshizuku Tsutsuji. There we go. There's that one. Beautiful. The next pen, what are we going to do? The next pen that I have inked up is the Gray Noodler's Conrad. This is their acrylic version. And I replaced the nib with a Jowo 14 karat semi-flex extra fine grind from fpnibs.com. This has a 14 karat gold semi-flex extra fine from fpnibs.com. The ink that I have in here is Jacquard Noir Inspiration. Noir Inspiration. Yes, the broad nib. So I'll show you a closer version here in just a second. This here is a Pilot Kakuno. This has an extra fine nib. Ooh, this Jacquard, the J.R. Bond ink is feathering. Shut the hell up. Extra fine nib. The ink I have in here is a Pilot black cartridge. That came with the pen. I'm becoming to appreciate extra fine nibs. Okay, and then today's pen, the daily pen, is the TWSBI Swipe in Smoke. And this has a TWSBI Go super broad nib. It is very comparable. Let's see. The TWSBI Go had some of the broadest nibs I don't know what they did to them, but like they were just super duper broad. Okay, so here we have Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex Nib, Monaco Red, Campfire Crackle, Golden Barrel. Let me just turn up the lights just a little bit. There we go, that's better. Then I put gold luster dust in a green ink, and that was really pretty. We have some random teal ink, Caribbean blue, random blue sapphire ink, Diamond Philip super sheeny, like a gold sheen, very nice. 22G Inspiration, which was very uninspiring, and then the Daily Pen with Twisby Swipe with a gold broad nib. Okay, oops, I almost forgot to write. Week 33. This is August the 8th through the 15th. Okay, now I can answer questions about pens. So the AdMock comes with either gold or silver trim, and they have a broad nib. If I could just have some focus, please. Maybe if I zoom, that would be better. There. So they've got a really nice chunk of broad nib on there. It's a number 5 nib. You can see it says B in the middle for broad. And they've got really nice broad nibs. They're not like the broadest nib. This is a this is a Noodler's Neponsit. It's kind of an expensive pen, but it has 3 tines, and it's got a very chunky nib on the end. The Noodler's Triple Tail also has one. I gave mine away because it was just not my thing. You asked about the AdMock. No, you asked about the. So I'm gonna pull out some of my large pens to show you, so you can get an idea. How many big pens in here? I'll take an X450, 750. We'll even take out a Conklin and an M800. Okay, those are all the pens. So let's take a peek. These are all my chunky pens. Zoom out so you can see what the heck I'm doing. So, as far as size goes, I mean, where's my ruler? As far as length goes, the Neponsit probably the longest. But as far as grip sections go, I would say that the Wing Sung has probably, of the thickest grip section, maybe the 9019. But like a normal sized grip section is like the Jinhao 100. This is a Jinhao 100. But they come with the same size of a nib as this is a Narwhal. This is a Jinhao 100. And have the nib all the way pushed in. But like they have the same size of a nib. So there's nothing special going on there. And then the Wing Sung, this is a Wing Sung Junlai. They're the same pen. Junlai, I think, has a square bottom where they have multiple types of pens in all kinds of colors. Most of them come with a round end like the Mont Blanc, but the parts all fit interchangeably, so that shouldn't be a consideration. The grip sections. This is a this is a Jinhao 9019, and it's about the biggest pen that I have, chonky wise. It's really fat, and it has a very large ink reservoir, whereas a normal Jinhao has a very thin reservoir. So if you're looking for a fat nib, a fat broad nib, I would look into like Franklin. Oh, that's a Leonardo. Where is my Franklin Christoph nib? Franklin Christoph, where are you? I don't know what pen I put it in. Is it out? Do I have it out? That's a Leonardo. I don't know what it is with my Franklin Christoph nib. No, there's no way to Oh, here it is. I had a blonde moment. Sorry. But, this is just a nib holder. But the nib is a Franklin Christoph. They make a double broad nib. And this is a broad nib, and it's super broad. I mean, it's nice. I don't even know if I can handle a real double broad nib. This is supposed to be a double broad, but I mean, like, when I compare them to like a Franklin Christoph nib, or can I see that? Can I have some? I mean, it's only just microscopically a bit larger. But when I hold this up to my TWSBI, my TWSBI broad nib looks bigger. Giant chunk of iridium. Let me see. Do I have any other TWSBIs out? Yeah, the Leonardo looks slightly larger, maybe. Yeah, the TWSBI definitely looks comparable to the Leonardo. But I mean, I would try getting a nib first before committing to a pen, because pens that usually come with double broad nibs are very expensive. Also, trying to find broad nibs just in general is kind of difficult. Have you tried a 1.1 millimeter stub? This is a 1.5 millimeter stub. 1.5 millimeter stubs are kind of nice. You can find them on wish.com. Look up Jinhao 992. We can just do it together. How about that? Wish.com. Let's go to wish.com. Alright, hurry up. Wish.com, block, continue shopping, search, Jinhao 992, and they come up with, here is the Jinhao 992. It's got a circular grip section. They go all the way from 0.38 all the way up to 2.9, and they're $2.06 with $2.99 shipping. So you can buy an entire set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 2, that's 16. Well, 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. So you could get 10 of these for $40. And if you get the one with the triangular grip section, they have ones that look like, they take a number 5 nib that look like a Lamy style. They also come with a multitude of colors. So you get a blue one, or yellow, black, red, pink, yellow, green, blue, orange. They have all the colors. I love wish.com. I kind of wish that they were closer, but you know. There's a red one, a white one. I would not recommend getting a white one because it will stain. I mean, unless you're into that, but let's see, any other ones? I wouldn't recommend the Lamy style nib because they are kind of scratchy and they only come in extra fine. But the number 5 nibs, they go all the way from 0.38 all the way up to 2.9. $1.76 and $2.99 shipping. Red one, another clear one. Oh, this one looks to have a round grip section. I don't know what this is. But they go all the way from up to from 0.38 to 2.92. No, they go from 0.5 all the way up to 2.9. $2. $2 and $2.99 shipping. $5 plus a little bit of tax. So, I mean, if you're looking for a cheap pen, that's where to do it. Either there or AliExpress. My Jinhao 100 is beautiful. This Jinhao 100, the one with the galaxy finish, God, it's just one of the most beautiful pens. The chatoyance is just incredible. And hard to write. Some are kind of like very, very pointy on the ends, and some are more rounded on the ends. The TWSBI are more rounded. The Jinhaos are a little bit more sharp, but they're very, very smooth. And yeah, I highly recommend trying to buy a nib first before you go searching for another pet. Because when I try looking up Pilot Broad Nib, the cheapest one that comes up is over $100. It's ridiculous. Replacement Vanishing Point Broad Nib, $87. Holy shit. It's also known as a calligraphy nib, Pilot calligraphy nib. Comes on the Pilot. What do they call this thing? It's a Pilot penmanship fountain pen. Oh, never mind. That one's extra fine. That's not a calligraphy nib. It's like a broad nib. It's like a 1.0 or a 1.1 millimeter stub. See, this is a This is a Pilot. This is a Pilot 78G Plus, and it has a broad nib, but it's a stub nib. It's a stub broad nib. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I got that from AliExpress. Yeah, I highly recommend. If you're looking for like a really nice, cheaper broad edge pen with like AliExpress has AdMock M400. Where is it? M400 with a broad nib. They call it a 1.0. But let me see, where is it? I mean, it's a pretty good nib. Let's see. And it's very juicy. Very juicy broad nib. It comes with a Schmidt nib, a Schmidt number 5 nib. It's not quite as double broad as, but it makes a very nice wet broad nib. The other nibs you could look for is called a coarse nib. A Sailor force nib. But then you're talking about like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But like I've seen pictures of this thing. The nib is like practically the size of a quadruple broad nib. Where is the friggin' picture of it? The person that you might be able to ask about those kind of nibs is Jane Campbell from Pen Inks and More. Oh, let me see. No. She goes by Fountain Pens and More. No. Because there's people out there that make really broad nibs. Jane's Fountain Pens, that's the one. I will put this in the chat. You might want to ask her if she knows where to get some double broad nibs, because she definitely has some crazy broad nibs. Okay. Now I have to figure out where all these go and put them away. Not leaving go there. No, maybe. Jinhao. Okay. Okay, I'm figuring out where all my pens went. Oops. I'll have to do for now. Alright, well. Hello, Dances with Aardvarks. How are you doing today? What was that last flex nib? This thing? At the bottom? So, this is a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib. Yeah, sure. I put it in a Noodler's Conrad because it works really good, and I prefer it in a Noodler's Conrad because if it gets railroading, I don't have to lift the pen. I can just twist a little bit of ink out and then continue on my way. Instead of having a Fountain Pen Revolution. This is a Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya. Instead of being like, okay, having to lift the pen up, take off the body, squeeze in a little bit of ink, put the body back on, and then go back to writing, you can tell where you stopped. You can't wait to get one. Oh, I hope you love it. Now just remember, wash your pens when you get them. Give them a nice bath with soap and water, and then re-grease them with silicone grease. Goulet grease is one of the best. Highly recommend it. Get yourself a set. Here we have Goulet grease. Can't see the Goulet grease because it's been there a while. But that's a chunk of Goulet grease. And then I got, this is a very, 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 it's a number 2 flat brush. And I just keep this clear for this silicone grease. And then when I take a pen apart, let's see, do we need to re-grease a pen right now? So when I take a pen apart, sometimes they'll feel a little sticky stuck. Uh-oh. I left my frickin'. Sometimes they get sticky stuck, right? So you just take your little brush, open up your silicone grease, give it a little whizzle. Okay, just mix it around a little bit. You don't need a giant chunk, just enough. And then you want to rub it. You want to paint it on like this, around between the gaskets. Making sure that by the time you're done, it looks almost flat. Okay. And then you stuff it back in there gently. Also, you might want to grease up the little threads along here so that way it goes in nice and easy. Okay, and then run the piston down and up a couple of times. To get the grease lubricated the piston, and then you're done. And then I go to Daiso and I buy one of these little creature. This is a toothbrush holder, and he just holds my brush at my sink. Because you don't want to have to clean your brush off every time. Unless there's like ink on it, and then you just give it a good little wiping, and then put them in your little holder. Okay, well. You're most welcome. Okay. So, you're so welcome. I live to serve. Anyway, that's all I've got for right now. I will be back at 1 o'clock. That's in 5 minutes with another video. So, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I will see you very soon. So, have a great day. Okay, bye.